welcome back to TechOdyssey. So I'm here today to talk about something really exciting, and that is we finally have spotted the Loch Ness Monster of smartphones, and that is the Motorola RAZR 3, or RAZR 2022 has finally been spotted out in the wild. Somebody has got some leaked images of it showing off not only the cameras, which we're going to get 2 cameras on the outside now instead of 1, and also another screenshot of looking at the screen, what you can see, it looks like we're getting a hole punch camera. You can see the little Motorola logo. I'll show you these images. You've seen, well, of course you saw them here, but I think this is exciting, and I think it kind of gives us some hope that maybe we're going to go ahead and see it this fall, which is great because we need another flip phone. We need another Motorola RAZR phone, and I think hopefully if they get things right, because they're saying this one's supposed to be a flagship level phone. No Snapdragon 7 generation stuff, no not so nice camera, yes, we're looking at premium, flagship level, true competitor, not only in practicality, but also fundamentally with the hardware to back it up to go match up with the Z Flip 4 this fall. And if you like flip phones, that means we're going to get some more competition because it's been sorely missing whenever the Z Flip 3 went unchecked this last year. But a lot of people have been waiting for this, myself included, to see when this is going to finally show up. And finally, we got these images, which is a good sign that this is actually going to happen because all we had before was a letter from like the CEO or someone saying they wanted to make one and to make it happen. And it looks like somebody took that to heart and they actually put the pedal to the metal and we're going to get this phone. When it comes to the cameras on this one, it's definitely going to be an upgrade too because we're looking at, from the rumors, a 50 megapixel primary camera and a 13 megapixel ultra wide. And then they're saying a 32 megapixel selfie. So I'm really hoping to see some big improvements here in the camera quality and the video quality because they just weren't that fantastic on the last one. That's something they needed to improve on. And I think if they address the key things, better hardware, better battery life, keep that amazing experience on the outside screen, and then give us some increased quality in the camera, I don't really see that any way this thing can be a loser, especially if they price it right. And Motorola has not been traditionally the best at pricing things. I hope they can price this right because that's how they're going to need to be competitive. And I think if they can bring this in around the $999 mark and add all those things in there, it's going to make the landscape for flip phones look really good when this fall rolls around because it'll be true competition. A lot of people really didn't pay much attention to the original Motorola RAZR and the 5G, including myself, because it had a subpar processor. It just didn't have amazing specs. The price was too high. When you looked at it compared to the Z Flip 5G and the Z Flip 3, it was kind of no-brainer. And I think that's probably why we haven't gotten one in almost 2 years, because they saw what Samsung was doing. Same thing like with TCL with their Chicago phone, their flip style phone. It just wasn't going to be able to compete, so they scrapped it last minute. Now, I don't know of anything that Motorola scrapped, but overall, I think they probably said, we need to go back to the drawing board. We need to do this right. And I feel like that's what they're doing here with this phone. So I think we're going to see a better experience here, something that's really going to be competitive in the flagship smartphone space. It's going to make a lot of people happy. And I think it'll make me happy too, which will be great. But I think that they're going to turn a leaf with this. I really hope so. But I wanted to make this video because I know people are concerned about it. I've got a lot of questions about it, especially since it's been so long. I think a lot of people kind of wrote them off because there hasn't been a new phone in so long. But Mr. Mobile actually made a follow-up video on his, I think, 18 months with the Motorola RAZR 5G here recently, and he still is in love with that phone. So if someone like him, and then you have me, also a flip phone enthusiast with these clamshell style phones, I think this one could be a home run. I really do, because there needs to be competition. We need more phones out in the smartphone space that look like this, because quite honestly, a lot of the normal phones, they're stale, they're bland. People are not as interested in them anymore with these small incremental upgrades, and they look the same. They do the same thing. When you pull up the phone and everything runs exactly the same, what's the benefit of getting a new phone? And that's why the market, one reason, is so saturated. So these folding phones really bring that excitement element back into smartphones, and they're so much fun. And being able to open it up to answer it, flip it down to close it, and of course you get the little angry thing where if you get mad, you can slam it really loud. Of course, be careful, but they are pretty durable. I've tested it out, and a lot of people have done that as well. So I like this direction. I'm glad that I'm glad this leaked out, because I've been wondering about it myself. I've been sitting back thinking, okay, What's the deal here? Why haven't we seen it? And of course, also seeing the screen as well, you can see that they've got the hole punch design for the camera this time. That's going to help free up some space. It's going to make it probably slimmer bezels and a more streamlined experience. And I can't wait to see what this thing looks like. You can tell they've already got a prototype out there. I wish I could get my hands on one. That would be nice. But 50 megapixel camera rumored, Snapdragon 8 Generation 1, ideally minimum 8 gigs of RAM, possible 12 gigs of RAM, and maybe even a 512 model as well, 256 and 512. That's really what the rumors and everything's kind of pointing to. So at this point on paper, or the paper that doesn't exist, it does look promising, and I can't wait to see what we get. Hopefully this fall, which should make things kind of exciting, because this fall we're going to get the Z Fold 4, we're going to get the Z Flip 4, we're going to get hopefully the RAZR, and there's a rumor there might even be a third folding style phone from Samsung. And if TCL is heading the same direction they were this last year, we could even see a phone from them at some point, maybe in the next, I don't know, I don't want to predict anything because they keep making these prototypes and they never show up. But hopefully at some point in time they'll enter the space as well. I'd really like to see some of this competition really ramp up here in the States. So that's all I've got. What do you think? Are you interested? Is this something that you've got your sights set on and you're really interested in getting this Motorola RAZR, the 2022 model, the RAZR 3, whatever they're going to call it? I think this one could finally hit pay dirt with the target audience, which is people who want a good phone, good price, and something fun again. And these phones definitely make things fun. So that's all I got. So if you have any questions or comments, please go to the comments section. I will get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.